Hi, today I would like to talk about how to integrate jQuery components into Ember.js. And I'll give you a quick example using my own website and with a real life example. So let's get started. So basically, I have set up here a site for videos. And if you go to my site, you can see how it works. But I have changed it locally. So right now we're just getting the titles and we're not getting any videos in here. And just to show you the console log, we I can log things on the console, and this is an Ember app, and you can go in and check things. So let me just first of all turn on the Ember settings here, so you can see extensions. I can turn on the Ember Inspector, and maybe I can go into local, and maybe then I can see Ember. Okay, I won't see Ember. Maybe I have to exit all of this and start it again here. And if I do that, let's go back. So as you can see, this is an Ember app, and we can see information about Ember routes, various things, and you can also see the render performance, and you can do a reload and kind of check it out. And it takes some 45 milliseconds, for example. But the bad part is we are not getting any videos. So I wanted to integrate a jQuery component called lazy YouTube, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And basically, if you look at this component, you can search Google for it, and it's going to be a jQuery plugin to load YouTube iframe videos, and you can read some information about it. So basically, if you look at it, normally it says that I should change my iframe to use this kind of information, and you can supply your YouTube ID. So basically, I've done this ahead of time, and I've created a template which can do something pretty similar. And my template is called main block handlebars, and this is where it is. So it says JS lazy YouTube and data tube ID. I can get it through Ember and all that. But as you can see, it's not working. It is able to get the data.title from my model, which is good, and but it doesn't have the iframes or anything at all coming through. So the easiest way to integrate such a framework is, normally if you read about Ember, it will tell you that in your component you can look at this thing called did insert element, and you can insert a call to set it up for your jQuery component like this dot dollar, and you can have still have the selector, and then you can just say lazy YouTube. But I found that it is sometimes better to include it in did render when everything has been rendered, and this can be useful. I won't be able to demonstrate that to you today, why did render is more useful than did insert element in this particular case, but take my word for it that in this particular case it makes more sense to have it in did render. And the main reason is that when you have URL routes which are doing the searches and have query parameters, this did insert element does not get called at that time. But if I do over here, it's always called, and you can see that if I look here, you can see my did render is being called when I got the model and everything else. So I did just make that change to include that component from jQuery, and all you have to do then is to include the jQuery component, and it will all be handled transparently. So let's just get started and run this thing. I'm compiling it right now. I'm going to go in and make sure that all my local caches are cleared, and so it is picking up the latest code, and just give it a second, and it's just compiling grunt. Okay, it's all done. So if I do that and now I refresh, you are going to see that all my videos have begun to show up, and it is using that plugin called JS Lazy Tube. So that's an excellent way, an easy way to include jQuery components in your
Hi, my name is Victor.
in your Ember app, and I would encourage you to do that. Actually, that is one of the very strong points of Ember, that you can take existing jQuery components and include them, and hopefully this will help you get started in adding jQuery components to your Ember apps. Thank you for watching this short screencast.